Hello YouTube. I'm trying a different camera, so we'll see what happens with this. But I'm here to talk about my dreadlocks. My locks. I started mine back in 2007, back in March. Unfortunately, I don't remember the exact date in March. I just remember at the time I was still in college, and it was right before spring break, so it was the first or second week in March, something like that. And it all started like this. My husband, well, he was my boyfriend at the time, when we first met, he had them. And he suggested at one point that I get them because at the time I was wearing a fro, and then I got the kinky twist. And then during that time, he said, well, why don't you lock? And I had never considered even thinking about that, regardless, even though I really liked his. So, I was like, well, okay, as soon as I take these out, I'll, think about it. So we went to his hairdresser. His hairdresser was like, yeah, girl, you ready? You ready to start? So I was like, alright then. So, after I took out the kinky twist and everything, I went over there and got my twists. And at first, it was difficult for me because my braided hair does whatever the fork it wants to do. So, I would always have to go back like every 3 weeks to have it retwisted. And I had no idea about the maintenance, and at the time it didn't occur to me, hey, look on YouTube and, look up how to take care and maintain twists and locks and whatnot. So I kind of learned through trial and error. So over the course of that summer, I was retwisting my hair like every week because it would just come apart. And I was in Gary, Indiana at the time with my grandmother and my cousins and stuff, working at a daycare for my aunt and my uncle. So I didn't know of anyone up there at the time who could do locks. So I was doing my own at the time. So came back down to Kentucky, went to school, and that's when I started doing it again. And slowly, after about a year or so, that's when my hair started locking, and it's been better. My hair still does whatever it wants, though. It still gets fuzzy, so that's just something I'm going to have to deal with. That's just something that's not going to go away. But it's been cool, looking back, I kind of wish I was more versatile and more stylish with my hair, because at the time, like I said, it didn't even dawn on me to look on YouTube to look up any hairstyles. So you all who are starting yours and who have been in the in-between stages, consider yourself lucky that you were smart enough, unlike myself, to get on YouTube to look up videos for these kinds of things. So I would just wear my hair down, or I'd wear it in a ponytail. I would do the half up, half down, and that's pretty much all I did. I, wore it, no beads in it, no kinds of jewelry, didn't dye it or anything like that. So it was pretty plain for quite some time. It was plain until actually about May of last year. I thought about dyeing my hair a little bit. Not all of it, not all the tips like I've seen some other people do. I just didn't think I could pull off the every tip look. So I went on YouTube, found out on me, hey, YouTube has everything. Why wouldn't it have this? And so I looked on YouTube, and lo and behold, done tons and tons of videos about dyeing. So I called my hairdresser, and he was like, well, I can do it for you. You can do it yourself. I was like, I want to do it myself. So what I did was I did some research, and I found a really great video on how to go about dyeing your hair. And in the video, I don't remember the girl's name, but she did a wonderful tutorial on how to go about doing that, and so I just basically followed her directions. Only difference is I didn't dye with my tips, I just dyed some of the back, as you can see here. So, took me several hours pretty much, because I had to, I did it on a Sunday evening. Went out to Sally's, my husband and I went up to Sally's, and he was sleeping in the car because he could care less about stuff like this. I went to Sally's, picked out, got everything I needed, got the volume stuff and the stuff, fail. I don't remember the name of the stuff. got the materials I needed to bleach my hair because previously I purchased some dyes. So I already had the dyes. I just needed to get the stuff to bleach it. So I went on and got all that stuff. Then that Sunday evening, I went on and bleached. I had to bleach it twice because the first time I let it sit for an hour. It didn't really do too much. Well, obviously my hair is black, so it will take a while. So then I went back and bleached it again. And then after that, it was about the right shade, so then I dyed it red and everything. And then the other video, the previous video I did about a week ago, I already talked about what happened about that. I would say I love my hair. It's very versatile. It's, dare I say, regal, and it's pretty cool. Because well, currently now I'm in Kentucky, but I'm from Indiana. So in Indiana, where I'm from, it's pretty conservative. So when I go up there to visit my family, I'm like one of the few people that actually has dreadlocks. Like maybe one guy here or there, but I have yet to see a girl where I'm from with dreadlocks. But down here, oh, everybody has them. You know, a lot of people have them. More people are getting them, which is it's pretty neat. It's pretty cool. And also the fact that there's some kind of a subculture going on with the dreadheads, so to speak. I could be anywhere. I could be at work. I could be out and about. I could be shopping, whatever. And if someone else with dreadlocks sees mine, you know, they automatically come to me and ask me some questions about mine, and I'll ask them questions about theirs. And it's pretty interesting because I had never experienced anything like that. Even when I was wearing my hair in an afro, I didn't get that kind of what's the word I'm looking for? You know, that kind of attention. People approaching me and asking me questions. You know, fellow dreadheads. You know, associating with me and talking with me about it. I just think it's pretty cool that something as simple as a certain hairstyle can make people more friendly. I found that fascinating. But my experience with dreads has been pretty cool so far. I haven't had any issues. I usually get mine professionally done because I mean I can do it myself, but I've never been wonderful at doing hair. I've always been pretty bad at it. Back when I had my perm, I could care less. I would just wear it in the bob, just straight. Wouldn't try to tease it. Wouldn't try to fluff it up a little bit. I was just like whatever. So for me, this style is wonderful because I don't necessarily have to do too much to it, but at the same time, even if I don't, you know, you're not really able to tell. You know, it's a hairstyle in and of itself. It's just that you can do something with the hairstyle within the hairstyle. If that makes sense. So I've had a lot of fun with it. At this point, I'm trying to find the look that I'm going for, but at the same time I'm trying to be careful because there are a lot of videos on YouTube that heed warnings to those who are dyeing and over dyeing and twisting too much and all that. So I'm aware of all these things, and I will in fact be careful because I don't want to mess these up, because I have worked very hard to achieve what I have. So it would be silly of me to jeopardize that. But right now, in my last video, I was talking about dyeing my hair, going for a different color. Still debating that. I bought some brown dye, Spiced Amber, I think it was, Adore, the brand I had originally started with. I don't know. I might go in and try that, or I might go with another bright color. What color, I don't know. I thought about maybe something on the cooler end of the spectrum, such as a purple or a turquoise or something, just to see how it would look. You know, I'm kind of curious at this point, but at the same time, I don't want to walk around looking goofy. So I'm debating with that right now. But that's where I am right now, and I'm kind of anxious to see, you know, in the next couple of years, how long my hair will be, what I'll look like with longer hair, the types of styles I can do with it. So that's been my experience with dreadlocks, and I hope you all enjoyed it because I have.